What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey Shakes M2 coming to you guys with a video right now. So I want to go over this Week 5 matchup, guys. Don't tell me this is a beatable game because we have to figure out a lot more. Okay, we have to figure out a lot more than what we're expecting to figure out because honestly, at this point, the Eagles offense needs to figure out their identity. The defense is just a total mess, a total disaster. I can't even explain how bad this defense is. Okay, if Carolina Panther fans are checking this video out, trust me, there's nothing really much to go on with the Eagles. The Eagles are going to play really great or they're going to play really bad. And most of the time, they've been playing very bad. Okay. Defensively, we're trying to figure out, obviously, Jonathan Gannon, new defensive coordinator, and just there's no production out of the defensive line other than maybe one guy. And Eric Wilson, you have probably the worst graded linebacker in the NFL when it comes to tackling and obviously against the run. And you have two cornerbacks that are pretty good right now. They've given up a couple of plays, but I think Slay and Steven Nelson have actually played well, but you got no pass rush. We were promised a 3-4 defense, 4-3, switching schemes. I mean, we were moving guys around, and none of that's promised. We don't blitz, barely. I mean, the defense is a joke. I mean, I've never seen a defense so bad in a good amount of years from the Eagles. I mean, we've always had a pass rush with Jim Schwartz. I mean, at least we had that, the last couple of years with Jim Schwartz. But, man, still using corners and prevent and not doing the right thing there and just letting these receivers get big yards. You might as well just move back 50 yards and give them the whole field at this point. So what do the Panthers have on offense? They've been playing pretty good early, but, a lot of new pieces. You have Sam Darnold at cornerback, good for at quarterback, good for him, coming from the Jets. I thought he was drafted into a really bad situation with the Jets at the time when the GM was fired and everything else like that. New head coach, and was just put in a really bad spot. And he's playing well. He's playing really good. You have DJ Moore at wide receiver. He ended up getting hurt against the Cowboys, so he hasn't practiced, so he might not play this week, so I don't know who steps up at wide receiver. You have Robbie Anderson, another ex-Jet, speedster downfield. Make sure you got to count for him because he will get the big yards when you give him the chance. Christian McCaffrey, obviously, another year, another injury for Christian McCaffrey. He actually he didn't play. I don't know if he played last week. I don't think he did, but he had a light practice, I think, the other day. So definitely, could be a game time decision. He could play, he could not play. I don't know. Now, the Panthers have upgraded their defense a little bit. Obviously, J.C. Horn getting lost with a broken foot this year. C.J. Henderson was signed. Stephon Gilmore was signed. So you have two brand new cornerbacks. I saw that A.J. Bouye was on the roster. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I don't know if he's hurt as well. He might have signed earlier in the offseason, then ended up getting hurt again. So I don't know what's going on with that. But the offensive line for the Panthers is not good. Their front set, they're not really good. Their defensive line is pretty good. I gotta say, their offensive line's not good. Their defensive line's really good, but there is a weakness in that defensive line. They give up a lot of plays up the middle, so the run game is gotta be there this week. It has to be there. You gotta run these running backs north and south. There's no point. Because look, for what I've noticed so far, not only are they not giving the running back, especially Miles Sanders, enough snaps. Okay, what I could see here is that they literally run Miles east and west. They throw to him. They run Kenneth Gainwell. They like running Kenneth Gainwell up the middle. I don't know if it's just red zone or whatnot. I don't know. But Miles needs over 15 touches. I don't even care at this point what he gets. But, I do care. But at the same time, he's got to get more snaps. It's ridiculous. I don't know how you run an offense. This was supposed to be a run-first team. Okay? But you're not. And you're not even running the ball enough. So I don't really know where this is going. I think the Eagles are matched up well here. They are, but do I have trust? I have more trust in this offense than this defense because I know the offense will produce, okay? Because what's going to happen is this defense, if Panthers fans probably should know, is that this Eagles defense is on the field way too long. They get gassed. They're on the field too long. They're giving up third and shorts. You can't have second and shorts. You just can't. You can't on second. On the first play, you just can't. On the second play, you just can't have the big yardage, the big chunk yards, because that's what's keeping you on the field and that's what's killing you. And I don't know what Gannon's going to do. Gannon says he's not going to change this defense. He's going to have 4 down and 2 back, whatever he said. He's not doing any dime packages. He wants to take that Eric Wilson Tyreek Hill matchup away from last week, but I don't get how you want to take that back when you literally didn't play dime package. You didn't have 6 defensive backs out there. I mean, it's like goal line for KC last week, and literally you had both your safeties were almost 15 yards back on goal line, and you had your linebackers on receivers. I mean, I don't get what he's doing with this defense or what this scheme actually is. I mean, it's just to a point where I don't know if this is a beatable game, because really you've already lost against the Cowboys. You lost against KC, okay? And this was at least supposed to be a beatable game against the Panthers. And then you got to go to Tampa Bay Thursday night. It just doesn't get better, guys. And then you got to play the Raiders, another good team, and the Lions that they just look better. Every team looks better than the Eagles right now. And that's just the truth. I mean, look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to hype this team up to say it's something else, because all I'm looking is with my 2 eyes every single week. There's not enough production on defense, how Jonathan Gannon's using players. It's just not good. And offensively, we're not running the ball enough. I think we found a balance on offense with the run and pass, but we still need to run more. We just still need to. And it's not enough. Jalen Hurts making mistakes on the field. Nick Sirianni making mistakes in play calling. And, it's how they're utilizing some of these players I don't like. But at the same time, I don't know. I just feel like it's a young team right now going into this matchup. And the problem is with this team right now, it's really young, it's very inexperienced, and the chemistry is just not connecting yet. And it's because, you're facing teams that are veterans, and you're facing teams that they're not as young as the Eagles on offense, and that's the truth. There's just more veteranism, if I could say that. I don't even know how to say it, but you know what I mean. There's just more years, and there's just more. There's offenses that been together, a little bit longer. I mean, obviously with this Panthers offense, Sam Darnold comes in and he looks pretty good. I mean, there's some new pieces here, but they're vets. They've been around for a while, longer than a lot of these players we have on our offense right now. So this team needs to win desperately. I mean, I don't care if you win by a point. I don't care if it's a sloppy game, if the refs, are going back and forth all game like it has been every single game. The penalties are killing us. We're pretty much the worst team in the league with penalties. I mean, we are the highest in penalties out of every team in the NFL right now. So, I mean, if I'm wrong about something, let me know about the matchup. But, I mean, I think it's a good matchup, but we aren't promised to play great. I mean, we're just not. And we just got to be realistic with it. You know what I mean? So there's a lot here to really go after and kind of grizzle down a little bit. But I think if you I said, look, there's a philosophy that we have to go by here. And that's if you pressure the quarterback, you win games. I think if you rattle Sam Darnold, you could win this game. But are they going to do it? I don't know. Their offensive line is really not that great. But if we haven't been playing great, and we haven't really been getting, Sam Darnold's not really a great, scrambler. He's not going to run backwards 20 yards and throw some big pass for a touchdown. But, I mean, the guy will move around if he has to. I mean, I have this pass rush has been disgusting. I mean, it's been the worst. Our linebacker core is probably the worst in the league. Alex Singleton is probably close to a second string linebacker right now. And our safeties are just, Anthony Harris, he gets beat. This team plays too much zone. I can't stand it. They can't play zone. Too much of a new scheme. I don't know. I just don't think you're using a lot of players the right way on both sides of the ball, and it's very frustrating. So, other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to, put this out there, obviously with a big matchup this week, and hopefully we get a win out of it. I mean, anything at this point. Do I think they're going to do it? No, but, I'm just being realistic. I just, this team needs a lot of work. Offensively, I think they could put points on the board, but defensively, they can't hold it. They just can't. I mean, Jonathan Gann really has to sway me the other way, because especially from the words he said this week about this defense, and he's not changing. It's not a philosophy. I don't know. It's too much to go into, but the defense is just embarrassment. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this matchup, and what are you looking out for? What do you think we have to do? Do you think the Eagles even have a chance, as much as some people do say? I don't know. But all right, guys, I will see you guys later. Shakes code up, follows 5. Peace out, guys. Peace.